Adisa, we saw your NFL announcement last night. Can you explain the process that went into you making this decision and then choosing to announce last night? What kind of went into all of that?
Kind of just, thoughts throughout. Just bowl prep with family, and some coaches just getting last little thoughts out there of what I should do. And I felt that it was best that I go to NFL. But after I played this last game with my teammates, I felt like that was important to me and important to this team. So that's something that I decided to do. But I just felt like this was the right time. Felt like I've put in enough work throughout these past 2 years, coming off an injury, put myself in a good position to make this kind of decision.
Right here, front row on the left.
Morning, guys. Jared Parker, 6 News. Coach Poindexter, obviously, week before last, when talking about Manny Diaz, you said, coming into this game, no one can call things quite like Manny Diaz. Everyone has their own uniqueness. I want to know, for Coach Tom Allen, does seeing how you guys run things in a bowl game this week, is that going to be a huge stepping stone for him to kind of come over and get the flow of things here?
I think it's good to see how we operated before he got here. I think Coach Allen got to operate the way he want to operate. Obviously, he bring his style of defense to Penn State, but Coach Allen gonna have his own flavor, just like Coach Manny has his own flavor, just like I have mine. So, it's gonna be his.
Next question, or we'll go next. All right, back over here. 4th row on the left.
Dex, can you? What was kind of your reaction to Tom Allen getting hired as defensive coordinator, and what are kind of your thoughts overall on the system that he runs and what he brings to Penn State?
I was out at Purdue for 4 years, and we faced Indiana every year as our rival game. So I was very familiar with Coach Allen and the style of defense he played. It was always hard for even Coach Brom to prepare for it. So I'm excited that he's here. He's a good person. Really good coach, and excited to get started with him.
Okay, right here, 2nd row on the right, please.
This one's for Adisa or Dvon. The senior day was against Rutgers, but there's always that Michigan State game and obviously this bowl game. Throughout bowl prep, have you guys had any time to kind of reflect on your Penn State careers and that this really is the last time you guys will be suiting up?
Dvon, let's start with you this time.
Yeah, actually, Coach Franklin's been big on reflection and just not taking these moments for granted. Everything, 20, 30 years down the road, you're going to look back and you're going to look back at the moments with your teammates and you're going to wish you kind of appreciated it more in the moment. That's what Coach Franklin says. And we truly took that to heart, especially this year. With the season we've had, with the guys that we got, the brotherhood just felt so much stronger this year. And it's just, I appreciate Coach Franklin for putting that into perspective for us, especially in these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Just over these last 2 years, really just building this chemistry, the defense especially, and building all these strong bond relationships that's gonna last us, well off from college. So that's what it's all about, the relationships that you build, and kind of just being in the moment. I know we try to focus on what's next all the time, but just look to your left and look to your right, and just get a guy next to you a hug. That's what we always do in the defensive meeting room. So kind of just taking time and just taking a breath of fresh air and just enjoying it.
We're going to go next, 5th row on the right.
This would be for all three of you to answer. Are there any unique challenges the Ole Miss offense presents that maybe you haven't seen in games this year before?
Well, the first challenge is the tempo. You see it sometimes, but we haven't really seen it on a consistent basis, like throughout the game, like they do. I think the depth at receiver, the production at the receiver spot that they have, and the players that they have there, 3 guys on the field that's all over 700 yards. I don't know if we can play the team with that kind of production, maybe Ohio State, but and they got a really good running back core. You know, so I mean, obviously we've seen good running backs, but I just think Coach Kiffin do a great job. He has his guys ready to play, and with the tempo and with that scheme, you know, they can give you some challenges.
Yeah, I say definitely the tempo and the personnel. They know how to get their skill guys into space and make plays. So, you know, we kind of pride ourselves on stopping the run all year. It's a team that, you know, has some good backs that, you know, run hard, and some good receivers as well. So they're pretty balanced in that aspect. So we just got to do a good job of locking that down.
Yeah, I'd also agree with the tempo. Honestly, we just have to stay disciplined as a defense. You know, they're trying to get a lot of plays off. You know, that's a credit to their offense. And as long as we stay disciplined and play our ball, you know, don't try to speed up to their pace, I think we should be good.
Next question. All right. We'll let them think a minute, and I've got one for you. For each of you guys, I know you've seen a lot of film on Ole Miss. Tell us what Big Ten team does Ole Miss, are they equivalent to, do you think, that you saw this year?
It's hard. Like I say, I think they got a uniqueness. We really didn't face a Big Ten team that kind of operated like they did, that they do. You know, like I say, I think their receiving core is very similar to Ohio State. You know, obviously in the Big Ten, there's quite a few really good running backs in our Big Ten. You know, and obviously we got two great ones on our team. So, but I just don't know if we had faced a team that consistently throughout a game tempo that way. So.
Adisa, who does Ole Miss remind you of?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's hard to pinpoint an exact team that, you know, kind of resembles them, but I say they're just balanced. And I would keep saying the tempo, but you know that's a factor in the game. So I mean, it's just the way they utilize their tools and the kind of their scheme helps them be dominant on offense. So.
Yeah, Dvon, what about you?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. The diversity they have on offense is actually really like a special thing. You know, they got the size in front, of course, it's the SEC, and then you got their skill positions. They're very talented there, and they know how to utilize them. And does a great job of that. So.
All right, looks like we're ready all the way in the back, please.
Hey, this is for the players. Guys, I know we talked about coming into this game, you know, kind of history and everything that's on the line, but, you know, it's easy to say it then. It's different now that you're here. You've been inside Mercedes-Benz. Has the magnitude of this moment, the magnitude of this game, everything on the line, has that sunk in? Has there been that moment where you're like, okay, this is big?
No, well, not necessarily sunk in. It's just the way we operate, the way we prepare. It's no different than any other week. You know, we have our meetings on Sundays, we have our practices on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we attack it just the same. I mean, of course, it's a bowl game, so it is a bigger game. But at the end of the day, we're treating it like any other game.
All right, back to row 5 on the right.
Guys, as great as this defense has been all year, is this kind of a fitting way to end it against an offensive challenge like this, to see who's better, your defense, their offense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've been getting tested all year. It's just another test for us. We just got to go out and do what we've been doing, keep the standard high, and just go out there and execute and have fun doing it.
Yeah, we live to operate in moments like this, so this is exciting for us.
Back to row 4 on the left.
Dak, so we talked to KJ Winston earlier this week, and he said it was kind of around this time last year during Rose Bowl prep that he felt things kind of click into place, and that really carried over into the season. Where have you seen the biggest growth from him from this time last year to where he is now?
Well, I agree with him. This time last year, you know, he basically was the fifth safety. You know, he has a couple of backup roles. He was starting on special teams. You know, obviously we had a situation happening in the game with Jay Reed last year in the Rose Bowl early in the first half, which forced him into, you know, action and meaningful minutes, and he was ready, you know, but we had played him quite a bit last year. But, you know, this year just coming in, he had a different, I mean, not a different mindset, but he had the mindset that he wanted to come in, be the starter, contribute to the team, be a really great player, and you know, you just watch him work every week, you watch him practice, and then about week 6, you can see the light just turn on for him, and he just felt comfortable. And you know, you try to allow a player to be himself, you know, and I think, you know, sometimes as coaching, you can overcoach a kid, so I try to pull off of him and just let the game come to him and paint his own portrait of how he saw the game and do the jobs that we were asking him to do. And I think about week 6, you could really see his confidence just soar, and then down the back stretch, man, he just became a totally different animal. So.
All right, we'll go next to the front row right here. You guys be ready for anything.
Have I built up that reputation? And I was going to ask a different question probably than everyone else is asking. So, I'm asking all the serious questions. I just want to let you know. But seriously, the question is, does pineapple belong on pizza?
No.
Yes, it does.
No.
Why not?
Meat belongs on pizza. Pepperoni, sausage, bacon.
But if you're gonna eat the fruit, you might as well just eat it first, and you know, let it go through your system. You know, do what it do, and then you get handed the pizza.
No, I've been eating it my whole life. That sweet, savory combination is one for the ages. So.
We got some strong opinions on this one. We may need to continue to explore this. All right, back over here, front row on the right side, please.
Yeah, I vote no. Anthony, I'm wondering, had you been to the College Football Hall of Fame here in Atlanta since you were enshrined?
No, sir.
What feeling was that like for you last night? Is that pretty humbling?
It was humbling, and I had never been to the actual site. Obviously, the induction ceremony was in Las Vegas. It was special because I got to go with our team, and you know, I don't know if they really thought I could play or not. I really don't tell them so. So maybe now they think I could play a little bit, but no, it was a humbling experience, and then to get to share it with these guys made it that more special.
Yeah, I think we all know you can play, Coach. All right, where are we going next, guys? All right, over here, left side, second.
Good morning, guys. Kyle Golick from Mike Farrell Sports. Jackson Dart's one of the top quarterbacks in the SEC, completing nearly 70% of his passes. What takeaways have you seen on film to prepare yourself against this top 25 passing attack?
We didn't face some really good quarterbacks this year. They had some good passing attacks. I think that, you know, obviously they're unique in their style of how they play. But like they said earlier, we just got to try to do what we've been doing all year, you know, play the game in the style that we've been playing all year, have fun with it, and, you know, our best against their best. And, you know, that's how we've been playing all season.
Yeah, I say we just, you know, he's a good quarterback, and their offense is electric, and it starts with the quarterback. So he's the head of the snake. You just got to contain him and, you know, not try to limit the explosive plays that they do. And the tempo is a factor, so they're trying to run a lot of plays. So kind of just being set, being ready for him, try not to get caught off guard, give him anything easy, make him earn everything. So.
Yeah, I believe it's going to start up front. You know, the best way to get through to the quarterback is through the offensive line. You know, and we really respect Ole Miss's offensive line, so we're going to do our best, you know, as a defensive line to operate at a much higher level, a lot faster, you know, to keep up with an explosive, quick offense. So.
Which one of you guys is going to get to him first?
The leader of TFLs and sacks. The leader of TFLs and sacks in the Big Ten, sitting to my right. I got a lot of confidence in him.
Fair enough. All right, next question. All right, back over here in the front row.
It'll be a good question.
I think she's promising a football question.
I did ask plenty of football questions yesterday too. I like to switch it up, get to know you guys.
I understand.
You know. But Coach Dex, this question is for you. I would imagine that over the last couple of weeks that you've had a lot going on your plate with this kind of switch and roll. So my question to you is, what did you say to yourself in kind of the quiet moments when you had a moment to yourself to kind of keep yourself grounded?
Well, you know, I've been in this role. You know, actually, it happened to me the first year I was here. You know, obviously back at UConn. From 14 to 17, I was a coordinator. So, you know, and you know, as the coordinator, you don't do it all yourself anyway. You know, we have a great staff. Obviously, the guys in that room have been awesome. You know, Coach Smith has been awesome. You know, and then we have these players, man. They know our system. You know, like I said, we've been running this thing for 2 years. We got a veteran group, and you know, they make it easy. You just try to keep things as routine and how we've been doing it all season. Obviously, again, like I said, you know, early on a couple of weeks ago, I'm not Coach Manny, but we know how we operate it on a day-to-day basis and how we get our team prepared. So, you know, it's just been like that for me for the last couple of weeks, you know, and we'll be ready to play on Saturday.
All right, we got time for a few more with this group. Let's go back up here left side.
Adisa, Dvon just kind of touched on it with, you know, leading this team in sacks, TFLs, earning all Big Ten. You know, what did that mean to you to be able to have this kind of season in year 5, especially given the injury? And Dvon, you know, what did it mean to see Adisa have this kind of year, given knowing what he's been through and how long you've known him?
Man, just it feels like a blink of an eye, but I'm just trying to cherish the moments with my teammates. For real, that's the main thing for me. I feel like when you focus on just having fun with your brothers and just going there and with a positive mindset, whether it's a workout, whether it's meetings, whatever it is, and just, you know, grind out with your brothers, I feel like it makes the success on the field much easier. You know, you don't really kind of, you know, think about getting it. It kind of just happens. So, and that's kind of the way you want it to happen, kind of naturally and organic. So I say I just credit to my teammates for real, just pushing me from, especially just coming off an injury, just pushing me to get back to where I am now. I mean, I couldn't have done it by myself, and nobody could. So that's just a credit to them. And it's really surreal. I mean, I can't really put into words on just how everything panned out, but I'm just blessed, and I'm just happy that I got to do it with this group of guys, and I just want to finish it out strong.
Honestly, it's been tremendous to see him play. When you have a guy like this, a lot of guys who have the injury, you know, the type of injury he had, they kind of look at football, and a lot of them just say, well, I'll never be what I was before the injury. I think after it happened, and even during the whole process, he took everything in strides, and he just said to himself, you know, he's going to come back that much better. And obviously, you've seen him play on film. You've seen how he's operated in the last 12 weeks. So it's just really special, you know. We came in together, and you know, he's just been that guy since day one. So.
All right, time for 1 or 2 more. Let's go back up here. Oh, I'm sorry, did it? All right, over here on the left, row 2.
You guys, obviously, the word tempo came up a lot, talking about Ole Miss offense. We've seen them against LSU. Obviously, they can win in a shootout, but we've also seen them succeed when they play slower. Coming into this game, is the strategy kind of, you know, disrupt their tempo, try and make them play slow, or even if they play fast, you guys know you can force turnovers, so you're okay with that?
Well, like I said, like we just gonna go in and play our style of defense. You know, obviously we have said the word tempo, but we know we play a certain brand of football, and we've been playing it all year. We just gonna do what we've been doing. You know, fast, slow. You know, we just gotta be prepared for it. You know, our kids know they gotta get their cleats set and get the cleats in the ground and execute. And it's been about execution for us all year. Execution, having fun, enjoying it, playing with each other, and that's what we've done for 12 weeks, and we want to do it for 1 more week.
All right, take our last question here on row 2.
Junkins from Ole Miss is a special back. Coach Poindexter, you were a teammate of Tiki Barber. You guys gone against some great backs here. Who would you compare Junkins to? Because he's 5th all time in the SEC through his sophomore year in yards gained. He seems to be a special back. Who would you compare him to?
The back on our team, we have a back on our team that I think he's very similar to is K-Tron. I mean, he got that kind of power. He a tackle breaker, you know, speed through the hole, and even Nick. I mean, they all bigger backs that run with power, got breakaway speed and good vision. So Luckily, we just face those guys each week in practice. But you know, obviously, the Big Ten has a lot of backs like that. So he's special, and you know, we give him all the respect.
All right. Anything else?
Do you have one more?
Oh, all right. Last one right here. Promise.
Hold on. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just want to make sure I get your report for this one because I feel like you're gonna like this one. So, all right. So this question's for all three of you. So, favorite Taylor Swift song?
I'm out. Taylor Swift.
Nothing. Can you sing it?
Can it be multiple choice?
It could be multiple choice. It could be Shake It Off. It could be I Knew You Were Trouble. It could
That's
be
more
Hands
than
Like
Taylor.
You're-
I'm more like Johnny Gill, you know, Joe Dissy. Like I'm more into 90s and 80s R&B. So.
Genuine.
Favorite Genuine song?
In those jeans. In those jeans. That's what he'll even know.
Well, we gave it a shot.
I did. I tried.
All right, guys. Thanks very much.
Thank you, guys.